Good morning everyone. Welcome to the class. So under nucleotide metabolism, in the previous class we had studied about purine metabolism. So today we will study pyrimidine metabolism. So what are our specific learning objectives for today's class? So today we will study first what are pyrimidines, then we will study the carbon and nitrogen sources of the pyrimidine ring. As a third SLO, we will study the de novo synthesis of pyrimidine nucleotides and its regulation. We will also study the salvage pathway of pyrimidine synthesis and its significance. Lastly, we will be studying the pathway for degradation of pyrimidine nucleotides and associated disorders. So, what are pyrimidines? Pyrimidines is a cyclohexane ring where it contains 2 nitrogen atoms and 4 carbon atoms. So, the numbering of nitrogen and carbon atoms is in the clockwise direction as shown here. So, there are 3 pyrimidines: cytosine, uracil and thymine. So, what is cytosine? Cytosine is 2-oxy-4-amino pyrimidine. Uracil is 2,4-dioxy-pyrimidine and thymine is 2,4-dioxy-5-methyl pyrimidine. So, what is the difference between uracil and thymine? The difference is only the methyl group at the 5th carbon atom in thymine. So, thymine is also called as 5-methyl uracil. Okay. So, these are the 3 pyrimidines. Now, what are the sources of carbon and nitrogen of pyrimidine ring? The sources of carbon and nitrogen, here you see in the figure, the C2 is contributed by carbon dioxide, N3 by glutamine. So, these 2 compounds together it is called carbamyl phosphate. So, the remaining nitrogen and carbon atoms, that is N1, C4, C5 and C6 are contributed by aspartic acid. So, here 2 amino acids are required, that is glutamine and aspartic acid. So, glutamine and aspartic acid were also required for purine synthesis. So, they are also required for pyrimidine synthesis. So, these are the sources of carbon and nitrogen of pyrimidine ring. Now, coming to de novo pyrimidine synthesis, as I told you just now, both aspartate and glutamine are required for synthesis of both purines and pyrimidines. These are amino acids. The pyrimidine ring, unlike the purine ring, is synthesized as a free pyrimidine and then it is attached to a ribose 5-phosphate to form the nucleotide. So, as you know, nucleotide consists of either a purine or a pyrimidine base, ribose sugar and a phosphate group. In purine, the precursor is ribose 5-phosphate and then the purine ring is added, but here the pyrimidine ring is synthesized first and then it is added to the ribose 5-phosphate. So, in de novo pyrimidine synthesis there are total 12 steps. The first pyrimidine to be formed is uridine monophosphate. It includes 6 steps. The first 6 steps leads to formation of uridine monophosphate. The further 6 steps leads to the formation of the other 2 pyrimidines, that is cytidine triphosphate and deoxythymidine monophosphate. So, there are 12 steps. So, all these reactions take place in the cytoplasm except for the 4th reaction catalyzed by dihydroorotate dehydrogenase is in mitochondria. All other steps are in cytoplasm except for the 4th reaction catalyzed by dihydroorotate dehydrogenase. Okay. So, de novo pyrimidine synthesis, the first step is the formation of carbamyl phosphate. So, carbon dioxide which contributes to C2 and glutamine contributes the amine group for the nitrogen atom. So, carbon dioxide plus glutamine combine to form carbamyl phosphate. So, glutamine donates the amine group and forms glutamate. 2 ATP are utilized, it converted into 2 ADP plus PI. The enzyme is called carbamyl phosphate synthetase 2. Why synthetase? Because ATPs are utilized here. So, carbon dioxide plus glutamine combine in presence of carbamyl phosphate synthetase 2 to form carbamyl phosphate. So, this amine group NH2 is contributed by glutamine, and the carbon dioxide and the 1 phosphate from ATP here combines to form carbamyl phosphate. So, this is the rate limiting step of pyrimidine synthesis, carbamyl phosphate synthetase 2. Why it is called synthetase 2? Because there is carbamyl phosphate synthetase 1 also, which is involved in urea cycle synthesis. So, we will study the difference between carbamyl phosphate synthetase 2 and 1 later on. In the next step, that is the second step, carbamyl phosphate aspartate is added in presence of the enzyme aspartyl transcarbamylase, and the phosphate group is removed. So, what is aspartate? It is a dicarboxylic amino acid. See the structure here, which is written on the left hand side. It consists of 2 carboxyl group, where CH is added attached to COOH, CH2, COH and NH. So, this whole structure is aspartic acid. So, aspartic acid contributes to N1, C4, C5, C6 and C7, extra C7 is there. So, this compound with the removal of inorganic phosphate, carbamyl aspartate is formed. So, this is the second step catalyzed by aspartyl transcarbamylase. Now, the ring is not yet formed. In the next step, there is the closure of the ring. So, carbamyl aspartate in presence of dihydroorotase enzyme, a water molecule is removed and it forms dihydroorotic acid. So, the ring closure takes place between the C4 and N3. You remember, first we added N3 and the C2. Okay, this N1, C4, C5, C6, C7 are all from aspartate. So, the ring closure between N3 and C4 takes place, and this compound is called dihydroorotic acid. The enzyme is dihydroorotase. This is called the first pyrimidine ring, though there is an extra carboxyl group here. In the fourth step, so this fourth step, the enzyme is in mitochondria, dihydroorotate dehydrogenase. The enzyme is in mitochondria. So, dihydroorotic acid, a double bond has to be created here, created between C5 and C6, a double bond has to be created. So, the 2H are taken up by NAD and it gets reduced to NADH plus H plus. So, a double bond is formed between C5 and C6. So, that is called orotic acid. Now, we have a compound called orotic acid, which is formed from dihydroorotic acid. 2 hydrogen atoms are removed. So, the enzyme is dihydroorotate dehydrogenase in mitochondria. Now, orotic acid, to the orotic acid the ribose 5-phosphate is added. The enzyme is orotate phosphoribosyl transferase, and the contributor of ribose 5-phosphate is PRPP. So, what is PRPP? Phosphoribosyl pyrophosphate. This was the first compound in purine synthesis. So, phosphoribosyl pyrophosphate donates a ribose 5-phosphate and inorganic pyrophosphate is removed. So, the compound formed is orotidine monophosphate or orotidilic acid. So, now we have a pyrimidine base called orotic acid, which is linked to ribose 5-phosphate. So, this is formation of OMP. In the next step, step 6, the OMP in presence of the enzyme called OMP decarboxylase. The carboxyl group, which is the 7th carbon atom, it is removed in the form of carbon dioxide to form uridine monophosphate or uridilic acid. So, with the 6 steps we have synthesized an uridine monophosphate, that is the first pyrimidine nucleotide, uridine monophosphate. Now, uridine monophosphate in turn gives rise to the other two pyrimidines, that is CTP and deoxythymidine monophosphate in another 6 steps. So, first we will see how cytidine triphosphate is formed from UMP, that is uridine monophosphate. In the 7th step, in presence of the enzyme UMP kinase, where ATP donates a phosphate group and gets converted to ADP, UMP is converted into UDP, that is uridine diphosphate. In the 8th step, again in presence of one more enzyme called nucleoside diphosphate kinase, because UDP is nucleoside diphosphate, the enzyme is called nucleoside diphosphate kinase. ATP donates a phosphate group to form uridine triphosphate. Now, uridine triphosphate gives rise to cytidine triphosphate. What is the difference in the structure of uracil and cytosine? Cytosine is 2-oxy-4-amino pyrimidine, whereas uracil is 2,4-dioxypyrimidine. So, there is a difference in the amine group. Now, an amine group has to be added to uridine to form cytidine. That amine group is contributed by glutamine. So, glutamine donates an amine group and gets converted into glutamate. The enzyme is CTP synthetase and ATP is utilized for this reaction. It forms cytidine triphosphate. A purine nucleotide, that is ATP is utilized, it is only the high energy is utilized, ATP is converted to ADP plus PI. So, for synthesis of pyrimidine nucleotide, a purine nucleotide is utilized, that is ATP. This CTP synthetase is also stimulated by another purine nucleotide, that is GTP. So, for synthesis of CTP, both ATP and GTP are required. Now, we have seen the synthesis of CTP. Now, we will see the synthesis of the other pyrimidine, that is deoxythymidine monophosphate. So, we have now uridine diphosphate. See the reaction 10 here, uridine diphosphate. So, uridine diphosphate in presence of the enzyme, it is always a diphosphate, uridine diphosphate, which gets converted into deoxyribonucleotides. Okay. So, UDP in presence of ribonucleotide reductase, you know we have already studied how this deoxyuridine diphosphate is formed. A reduced thioredoxin is required. We will see that reaction later on. Just now remember, UDP in presence of ribonucleotide reductase, NADPH plus H plus is oxidized to NADP, it forms deoxyuridine diphosphate. See the 11th reaction there. Then from deoxyuridine diphosphate, a phosphate group is removed, phosphorylase is the enzyme, water is added and inorganic phosphate is removed to form deoxyuridine monophosphate. Now, in presence of thymidylate synthase, so what is the difference between uracil and thymine? It is just a methyl group at the 5th carbon atom. The methyl group is donated by N5N10 methylene tetrahydrofolate. So, a methyl group is added at the 5th carbon atom in presence of thymidylate synthase to form deoxythymidine monophosphate. So, N5N10 methylene tetrahydrofolate gets converted into dihydrofolate. The enzyme is thymidylate synthase. Now, how is this N5N10 methylene tetrahydrofolate resynthesized? We will see that later. So, this is the overall, this slide shows the overall synthesis of de novo synthesis of pyrimidines. So, just to revise, go to the first step, see the first step there, carbon dioxide plus glutamine in presence of carbamyl phosphate synthetase 2, it forms carbamyl phosphate. In the next step, aspartate is added. In presence of aspartate trans carbamylase, it forms carbamyl aspartic acid. Then the ring closure takes place in presence of dihydroorotase with a removal of water molecule to form dihydroorotic acid. Then dihydroorotic acid dehydrogenase, which is in mitochondria, dihydroorotic acid gets converted into orotic acid. So, the first pyrimidine ring is formed here. Okay. Dihydroorotic acid is the first pyrimidine ring, then it is reduced to orotic acid. It's oxidized to orotic acid. Then orotic acid in the ribose 5-phosphate is added. PRPP is the ribose 5-phosphate donor. In presence of orotate phosphoribosyl transferase forms orotidine monophosphate. Orotidine monophosphate, the carboxyl group at the 7th carbon is removed in the form of carbon dioxide. The enzyme is orotidylic acid decarboxylase or OMP decarboxylase to form UMP. So, UMP by kinase enzyme gets converted to UDP, then UTP, then CTP synthetase, it forms CTP. So, UDP also in presence of ribonucleotide reductase gets converted to deoxy UDP, and then phosphate is removed to form DUMP, and in presence of thymidylate synthase UMP gets converted into TMP. So, you know this UMP is present in only in RNA, and from UMP only you get the TMP which is found in DNA. So, that of methyl group is added at the 5th carbon atom to form TMP. So, this is de novo synthesis of pyrimidine. So, just now we studied how the uridine diphosphate, that is ribonucleoside diphosphate, is converted into deoxy ribonucleoside diphosphate. So, UDP was converted into DUDP. So, the enzyme is ribonucleotide reductase. So, for this reduced thioredoxin is required, which is converted into oxidized thioredoxin. The reduced thioredoxin is resynthesized by thioredoxin reductase, which utilizes NADPH plus H plus, which is oxidized to NADP. So, this is how all it is only the ribonucleoside diphosphates, okay, diphosphates which gets converted into deoxyribonucleoside diphosphates. Now, thymidylate synthase, so DUMP in presence of thymidylate synthase gets converted into DTMP, N5-N10 methylene tetrahydrofolic gets converted into dihydrofolic acid. Now, how is N5-N10 methylene tetrahydrofolic acid resynthesized? That is, first dihydrofolic acid in presence of dihydrofolic acid reductase, where NADPH plus H plus is reduced to NADP. So, tetrahydrofolic acid is formed. Now, tetrahydrofolic acid gets converted to N5-N10 methylene tetrahydrofolic acid in presence of the enzyme serine hydroxymethyl transferase, where serine is converted into glycine. So, this is these are amino acids, serine and glycine. This is how glycine is synthesized from serine. In the process, tetrahydrofolic acid gets converted to N5-N10 methylene tetrahydrofolic acid. So, this is how DUMP is converted into DTMP. So, the regulation of the formation of deoxyribonucleotides from ribonucleotide nucleoside diphosphate. So, CDP is converted into DCDP, UDP to DUDP. See, all these are diphosphates. They are converted into deoxyribonucleotides. So, the positive regulator, right, to remember this, write the reaction in the same order like C, U, G and A. C, U, G, A. So, in the first two steps, ATP is the positive regulator and the inhibitors are same, D-ATP, D-GTP, D-TTP. Even for conversion of UDP to deoxy UDP is also same, D-ATP, D-GTP and D-TTP. The positive regulator is same. For conversion of GDP to deoxy GDP, the positive regulator is deoxy TTP and the inhibitors are the first two, that is deoxy ATP and deoxy GTP, the first two of the previous inhibitors. Now, for conversion of ADP to deoxy ADP, the positive regulator, that is the stimulator, is for adenine it is guanine, deoxy GTP, and the inhibitor is the end product, that is deoxy ATP. So, that is the regulation of deoxyribonucleotide formation. Now, the salvage pathway of, so we studied till now the de novo synthesis of pyrimidines. Now, the minor pathway, that is the salvage pathway of pyrimidine synthesis, where the intermediates of breakdown of nucleic acids are again converted into nucleotides. So, the enzyme for salvage pathway of pyrimidine synthesis is orotate phosphoribosyl transferase. So, orotate combines with PRPP, that is phosphoribosyl pyrophosphate, where it donates the ribose 5 phosphate to form orotidine monophosphate. This orotidine monophosphate, which on decarboxylation forms UMP. UMP is converted into CTP and deoxy TTP. This is the same way as synthesis of de novo synthesis of pyrimidines, where OMP gets converted to UMP, and in the next 6 steps UMP gets converted to CTP and deoxy thymidine monophosphate, and which gets converted to thymidine triphosphate. Similarly, the other pyrimidines like uracil and cytosine also can combine with PRPP to form UMP and CMP plus PPI, that is inorganic pyrophosphate. So, all these 3 reactions are catalyzed by the same enzyme orotate phosphoribosyl transferase. So, the salvage pathway enzyme of pyrimidine synthesis is orotate phosphoribosyl transferase. Okay. We will study the regulation of pyrimidine synthesis. In eukaryotes, the first 3 enzymes, namely carbamyl phosphate synthetase 2, aspartate transcarbamylase and dihydroorotase, are present as multi-enzyme complex. So, the first letter of the 3 enzymes is taken and it is called as CAD. So, these 3 enzymes are present, the first 3 enzymes are present as multi-enzyme complex. The last 2 enzymes, that is orotate phosphoribosyl transferase and OMP decarboxylase, the last 2 enzymes of the first 6 reactions, they are present as a single functional complex. So, because of clustering of enzymes, the synthesis is well coordinated. Both these complexes are cytosolic. So, what is left out in between? Only the 4th reaction, that is which is in mitochondria, that is dihydroorotate dehydrogenase. So, the first 3 enzymes are present as multi-enzyme complex, the 4th is a mitochondrial, and the 5th and 6th, they are also present as a single functional complex. This is also one type of regulation for pyrimidine synthesis. Now, this figure shows the regulation of pyrimidine synthesis, that is de novo synthesis. So, which is the rate limiting step here? Carbamyl phosphate synthetase 2. The first enzyme is the rate limiting step. Now, it is inhibited by feedback inhibition, that is the end product is CTP. CTP inhibits carbamyl phosphate synthetase 2. Even UDP, UTP also inhibit carbamyl phosphate synthetase 2, and it is stimulated by ATP and PRPP. The second enzyme is also, that is aspartate transcarbamylase, is also inhibited by CTP, UTP and UDP. It is stimulated by ATP. The third regulating step is orotidine monophosphate decarboxylase. It is inhibited by its product, that is UMP. So, UMP inhibits OMP decarboxylase. Now, the last enzyme, that is CTP synthetase, where UTP gets converted into CTP, that is inhibited by CTP, its product, and it is stimulated by GTP. So, the CTP synthetase here, it is stimulated by a pyrimidine, that is GTP. CTP is stimulated by a purine nucleotide, that is GTP, and also the other purine nucleotide ATP is required for formation of CTP. So, that is regulation of pyrimidine metabolism. So, as I said just now, the purine nucleotides, that is ATP and GTP, are required for formation of the pyrimidine nucleotide, that is CTP. So, because of this, This ensures a balanced synthesis of purine and pyrimidine nucleotides. They are almost synthesized in the ratio of 1:1. Now, let us see the difference between carbamyl phosphate synthetase 1 and carbamyl phosphate synthetase 2. So, as I said, carbamyl phosphate synthetase 1 is required for urea synthesis and carbamyl phosphate synthetase 2 is required for pyrimidine synthesis. So, the first difference is their location. Carbamyl phosphate synthetase 1 is located in mitochondria, whereas 2 is located in cytosol. So, 1 is required for urea synthesis and 2 is required for pyrimidine synthesis. There is a positive effector for CPS1, that is N-acetyl glutamate. NAG is N-acetyl glutamate, which is a positive effector of carbamyl phosphate synthetase 1 in urea cycle, whereas carbamyl phosphate synthetase 2 does not have any positive effector. The source of nitrogen in urea cycle for formation of carbamyl phosphate is ammonia, whereas in pyrimidine metabolism it is glutamine. The inhibitor of CPS1, there is no inhibitor in urea cycle for CPS1, whereas for CPS2, that is carbamyl phosphate synthetase 2, it is inhibited by its end product feedback inhibition by CTP. So, these are differences between carbamyl phosphate synthetase 1 and 2. So, lastly, we will study the catabolism of pyrimidines. So, what are the end products of catabolism of pyrimidines? So, we studied purine catabolism. The end product there was uric acid. Uric acid is sparingly soluble in water, that is the end product of purine catabolism, but the end products of pyrimidine catabolism are highly water soluble. So, what are these end products? They are carbon dioxide, ammonia, beta alanine and beta amino isobutyrate. They are highly soluble in water. So, how are these pyrimidines broken down? So, the pyrimidine nucleotides, there are 3 pyrimidine nucleotides: cytidine 5' phosphate or cytidine monophosphate, uridine monophosphate and deoxythymidine monophosphate. So, first the phosphate group is removed, they are converted into nucleosides. Nucleotides are converted into nucleosides and nucleosides are converted into the pyrimidine bases. So, all the 3 in presence of 5' nucleotidase, inorganic phosphate is removed, they are converted into cytidine, uridine and deoxythymidine. So, the phosphate group is not there. Now, this contains only the pyrimidine base and the ribose sugar. In deoxythymidine it is deoxyribose sugar. So, nucleosides are formed. Now, cytidine is converted into uridine in presence of the enzyme deaminase, oxygen is added and ammonia is removed. You know the structure difference in structure of cytosine and uracil. Cytosine is 2-oxy-4-aminopyrimidine, whereas uracil is 2,4-dioxypyrimidine. So, the amino group is removed from cytosine, it gets converted into uracil. So, cytidine is converted into uridine. Now, uridine and deoxythymidine in presence of pyrimidine nucleoside phosphorylase get converted into the pyrimidines. So, the ribose and deoxyribose sugar has to be removed. Ribose sugar from uridine is removed in the form of ribose 1-phosphate by adding a phosphate group. Inorganic phosphate group is added and the ribose sugar is removed as ribose 1-phosphate. In deoxythymidine, inorganic phosphate is added and deoxyribose 1-phosphate is removed. So, uridine gets converted into uracil, deoxythymidine gets converted into thymine. Now, what happens to this pyrimidines, uracil and thymine? Now, they are reduced to dihydrouracil and dihydrothymine respectively in presence of the enzyme dihydropyrimidine dehydrogenase, where NADPH plus H plus gets reduced, get oxidized to NADP, and uracil gets reduced to dihydrouracil and thymine gets reduced to dihydrothymine. Next, in presence of hydratase enzyme, they get converted into beta uridopropionate and beta uridoisobutyrate with the addition of water molecule. So, beta uridopropionate from uracil, it is also called as carbamyl beta alanine, and thymine forms beta uridoisobutyrate, it is also called carbamyl beta amino isobutyrate. These two in presence of uridopropionase, they get converted into beta alanine and beta amino isobutyrate respectively with the release of carbon dioxide and ammonia. So, what are the end products of pyrimidine catabolism? Carbon dioxide, ammonia, beta alanine and beta amino isobutyrate. So, what is the fate of these end products of pyrimidine catabolism? Beta alanine, it gets converted into acetyl CoA and enters the TCA cycle. Beta amino isobutyrate on transamination forms methyl malonyl semialdehyde, which further gets converted into methyl malonyl CoA, which later gets converted into succinyl CoA and enters TCA cycle. So, both the products beta alanine and beta amino isobutyrate enter TCA cycle. Beta alanine forms acetyl CoA and beta amino isobutyrate forms succinyl CoA and enter TCA cycle. So, what are the disorders of pyrimidine metabolism? The disorder of pyrimidine metabolism is orotic aciduria. So, what is the cause for orotic aciduria? Orotic aciduria is due to deficiency of two enzymes. There is actually two types of orotic aciduria. Type 1 is due to deficiency of both the enzymes orotate phosphoribosyl transferase of salvage pathway and orotidine monophosphate decarboxylase. So, type 1 is deficiency of both these enzymes. So, orotic acid gets accumulated. Type 2 is due to deficiency of only OMP decarboxylase, where again orotic acid gets accumulated. So, it is an autosomal recessive condition. Orotic acid production increases because again there is lack of feedback inhibition by the end product. CTP inhibits carbamyl phosphate synthetase 2. Now, there is no formation of CTP. So, the orotic acid production goes on increasing. So, what are the clinical features of orotic aciduria? There is retarded growth and megaloblastic anemia. Since the pyrimidine nucleotides are not there, the cell division is affected. So, the RBC production is affected, leading to megaloblastic anemia. Now, there is accumulation of orotic acid because both the enzymes are deficit, that is OPRTase and OMP decarboxylase. Orotic acid gets accumulated, it forms crystals and is excreted in urine. Normally also we excrete orotic acid, but it is only 1 to 4 milligrams per day in urine. But in orotic aciduria, it is increased to more than 1 gram per day. So, it can lead to crystal formation, orotic acid, it can lead to crystalluria and it may cause urinary tract infection. So, how do we treat this? Treatment is mainly by feeding cytidine or uridine, which on phosphorylation form pyrimidine nucleotides. These are required for formation of DNA and RNA. So, what we are giving? The nucleosides cytidine and uridine, which will get converted into the by phosphorylation they get converted into nucleotides. We are giving nucleosides, they can get converted into pyrimidine nucleotides. So, when nucleotides are formed, that is UTP, CTP, they will inhibit the carbamyl phosphate synthetase 2 and block the synthesis of orotic acid. So, orotic acid production is also decreased and the nucleotides are also supplied for formation of DNA and RNA. So, that is pyrimidine metabolism, where pyrimidine synthesis is by de novo synthesis and by salvage pathway, and it is broken down to beta alanine, beta amino isobutyrate and carbon dioxide and ammonia, and the disorder is orotic aciduria. Thank you.